Do you have a bad agent? Hello, I'm jamiehowesre. I'm a real estate agent with United Real Estate Properties here in Eugene, Oregon. So you're not sure if your agent is doing everything they are supposed to. I have a few tips for buyers and sellers that will help them determine whether or not your agent is doing all that they can do for you. So do you have a bad agent? Here's how to tell. Now, if you're buying, a buyer's agent is responsible for helping you find the best house. They take the time to listen to your needs, understand your budget, and educate you about the market where you're looking. Once you've found the right house, they negotiate a great price and keep you in the loop as the transaction progresses. At least, that's what they're supposed to do. Here are a few things a bad buyer's agent will do or not do. First, communication issues. One of the most common complaints home buyers have about their real estate agent is that they can't get in touch with them. The buyers call, they text, they email, and what do they hear back? Nothing. This is especially troubling in a hot housing market where it is very important to move quickly when you find a home you like. Poor communication will cause you to miss out on opportunities to buy the house you really want. And next is a power struggle. We'll admit that it takes a certain level of swagger to walk a home buyer through the most expensive purchase they'll ever make. But that does not mean that your real estate agent can forget who's the boss. You are the boss. An agent who pressures you to buy a house you aren't sure about or one that's out of your budget is more interested in their commission than helping you find the best home for you and your family. The lack of leadership. The flip side of this coin is an agent who's merely a yes man and doesn't offer any guidance. You'll want an agent who will give you honest advice based on their research and experience. Even when they know you may not like what they have to say, a wishy-washy agent may not have the experience they need to negotiate a good deal on your new home. Or they just may not be cut out for the job. What about an abundance of attitude? As we mentioned, you want your agent to have confidence in their abilities, but that doesn't give them a license to be a jerk. No matter how many questions you have or how basic they may be, your agent should be patient enough to answer each one without throwing a ton of jargon at you. And you must be able to trust your agent to behave professionally on your behalf. It's simple. You don't have to put up with an arrogant, condescending, or just plain rude agent. Get rid of them immediately. Buying a home is supposed to be a great and exciting experience. And then you're getting nowhere. It's been months. You aren't any closer to buying a home than you were when you started. That's a big problem. Now, if you're being overly critical of the homes your agent is showing you, then this could be your fault. But if your agent isn't showing you any homes whatsoever, or even worse, keeps showing you homes that you've already said aren't right for you, they're wasting your time. If you're watching this video and nodding along, it's probably time to hire a new agent. Now, if you're selling, a seller's agent or listing agent is so important when you're selling a house. A great one educates you about the market in your neighborhood and helps you set the correct price. They take care of all the marketing to make sure that interested and qualified buyers see it. They give you the tips about staging your home for showings and help make sure the curb appeal is actually appealing. Finally, they're expert negotiators who make sure you get the most value out of your sale. But a bad agent doesn't do these things. Now, if your agent has less than 2 years of full-time experience, it might be a problem. This is a huge deal breaker for a seller's agent. An inexperienced agent doesn't have the industry contacts or even the know-how to handle the home selling process. Misfiled paperwork or a missed deadline can easily botch your home sale. And you need an experienced negotiator, both for the sale price and any repairs that may come up after the home inspection. You cannot fake experience. I'll use myself as an example. I have been a licensed real estate agent for 1 year and 2 months. In case this video is watched years later, I made this video October 2020. Now, if I were to take on a listing with only 1 year under my belt, I would ask a member of Team House to partner with me and run all paperwork through them. Your agent should not have too much pride to ask for help. Now, again, the lack of communication. You shouldn't be waiting around to hear from your real estate agent. There are so many ways for your agent to stay in contact with you. There's text messaging, email, and heck yeah, there's even video chat. But if you find yourself always asking your agent for updates, or if you get no answers, that's a massive red flag. Your agent should make it a priority to keep you in the loop, even if nothing new has happened. How about poor marketing? Your agent's job is to attract as many potential customers as possible to view your home. And that means a lot more than putting a sign in your yard and posting a photo on their website. In the industry, that's known as post and pray. It's when you post a sign in front of a home and pray someone buys it. We're big believers in the power of prayer, but we also believe in marketing and hard work. Ask to see your agent's marketing plan for your home. Make sure you understand why they choose some venues instead of others. They may have a good reason, but that's something they need to explain to you. Now, be wary of misplaced priorities. The math is pretty easy when it comes to an agent's commission. The more expensive the house, the bigger the commission will be. But that fact should never come into play in the way an agent represents his clients. Is your agent treating you as a lesser client just because of the price point of your home? Here's what to watch for: lack of communication, showing up late for appointments, little patience for answering questions, and even pressure to decrease your asking price without giving any evidence to support the decision. A good real estate agent will show you a list of all the houses for sale in your neighborhood, the asking prices of houses similar to yours, and the final prices of the homes that have recently sold. If your agent isn't doing any of these things, it's a major sign that something isn't right. And unless, again, nothing's happening. Here's the bottom line. Real estate is result-based business. It's been weeks with no showings, no calls, and no interest. It's time for a come-to-Jesus meeting with your agent. In this meeting, your agent had better have some new ideas for attracting buyers, and they better be able to explain how those ideas will help you sell your home. If they don't, or if they say they will, and the problem persists, stop wasting your time with the wrong agent. Now, you've heard what bad agents do and don't do, so what do you do if you have a bad real estate agent? You've tried speaking with them, you've had not one, but several meetings, and they're just not coming around. It's time to let them go. But you have to be careful and read your contract. Usually, they'll have you sign an exclusive buyer's or seller's agreement that has a defined expiration date. The first thing to do is speak with your agent and ask them to let you out of the deal. Brokers don't want to be known as terrible in their communities. If that doesn't work, it may be time to get a lawyer involved. But if that's too expensive or impractical, or if nothing else works, you may just have to wait out the contract. If your agent has any integrity at all, it shouldn't come to this. In the meantime, you can start interviewing a replacement. You just can't sign with them until you are out of your first contract. I hope that helps you in figuring out whether or not you have a good or bad agent. So if you have nodded yes, oh my gosh, that's my agent for any one of these, first start with a conversation with them. And if it persists, like I said, find a new agent. If you have any questions, we always have our contact info down below in the description box. And if you'd like to hear or watch any other videos, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell because we post new videos every Monday and Friday. Thanks for watching from Team House.